Hey guys, Fire here from InDepth Gaming, bringing you a product review. This time we're checking out the variety of wall mount accessories brought to you by Forza Designs. They feature mounts for every Xbox generation except for the original Xbox. I've been using these for the past few weeks while transitioning through moving from cross country and had a chance to test setups with my Xbox Series X, currently my Xbox One S in the other room, as well as controller mounts and seeing how some of my family and friends actually enjoy and like the products. So I did want to highlight a couple of the products here in this review, as well as at the end of the video I'm going to talk to you about some giveaways, because yes, the nice folks at Forza Designs were nice enough to give us some units to do some giveaways with. Apologies for the lighting and shadowing, as like I said, I am moving and in the process of getting everything set up at my new place, so not quite the perfect setup. But let's start and talk about some of the console mounts. So I've got my Project Scorpio Xbox Series X here, and I wanted to kind of showcase how the mount works. All of the mounts that feature the consoles, so this is, like I said, the Xbox One X, will actually maintain the full functionality of your consoles while having them just mount on the wall. So you can actually easily get these to fit behind televisions. You don't have to do any crazy bracketing, insane mounts to get anything to fit onto your console. For the Xbox One X or Series X, for example, is actually just a little snap clip here that locks into your console and allows it to hold without you having any risk of it falling. And then just similar effects for other console platforms. So if you look here, we've got the Xbox Series X clamp mount. This actually just snugly has your console slip in, and if you have the console, you'll notice there's actually a center ring on the bottom of a Series X that nicely fits and holds a snug groove tight to your console. It actually mounts to where your console actually sits kind of at an angle, so it'll either be one of the two perspectives. So it is a nice take on how the console does set up, as well as accompanying that is controller mounts. So we've got two different mounts here that you can see. This is going to be for regular controllers, and then there's also a mount for elite controllers. Now these mounts work for every generation of the official Xbox controller. I've got a Scorpio controller set up here, but you can also get, your brand new Series XS controllers work just the same, as they're kind of the exact same form and model. The only real difference being is how the elite controllers are held up with their kind of different take on the mounts. What's nice is when you do get these, they do come with two mounts, so you can mount two controllers, because I think most people generally have more than one controller when they are gaming. And then, one thing that I do want to note that I wasn't a big fan of when I first got the initial packages. You have all these beautiful packages that really display and show how consoles mount and set up on the wall for everything, but unfortunately the Series S mount doesn't really get much love. It's simply just in a cardboard box. This is how both of them arrived, as well as a couple that I have recently noticed as well. Now, as for the giveaway we were talking about, hang tight and I'll talk to you about how you can win some of these. I wanted to give you my overall opinion on how I feel these mounts work for, your Xbox gaming products. I'm very finicky when it comes to anything that's not first party. I like to keep everything I have first party for the most part, and these are actually really nice. They're great quality and actually hold up and really make you feel that your hardware is protected and safe. Now, most of the console mounts are going to use these anchor screws, but you don't get plastic cheap anchor screws. You actually get metal anchor screws that then metal screws actually hold in. Your consoles are going to feel very snug, and you don't necessarily need to have like a stud in your wall to mount them. You can put them into normal drywall, and those anchors are going to hold everything very well. I've got my Series S in the other room, and I actually pulled some weight down on it to see if those mounts would hold, and nothing budged one bit. So I'd say you're pretty safe to have your, multi-$100 console protected really well off, as well as like the controller mounts. They don't come with the same anchors, but they're just basic screws. It's not too hard to hold up a controller. It doesn't take a lot of weight. And then some of the nice little details that I did enjoy, which the regular controller mounts don't feature, but I do love the little touch of the little rubber pads that actually hold the elite mounts. So it kind of gives you an extra feel when you're going up in quality from an elite controller down to a basic controller. You really feel that premium effect that is applied toward your premium product. I think overall, out of all the mounts that I have managed to try, I think the Series X mount is one of my favorites. I love that it doesn't just flush set the console against the wall. It does give it a nice angular design, as you can kind of see here in the packaging, that it really does make it feel like your console is, a display piece. It doesn't feel like it's just flat against a wall with not much to do. Now, speaking of that giveaway we were talking about, we will be giving away a Series X mount, 2 controller mounts, an Xbox One X mount, and a Series S mount. So if you want more details on how those giveaways are going to work, make sure you're following our Twitter down below, as well as join our Discord, because that's how you claim all the prizes. In the coming days, I'm going to tweet out details on how you can win any of these, and we'll get some more information out there about that. As far as an overall review, I think the Forza Design console controller mounts and controller stands, these things are awesome, amazing products. I highly recommend them for anyone who's wanting to change up their setup, maybe free up some space, or mount their console just like their TVs might be mounted. I'm personally a big fan of having things mounted, and I think that this is a great way to clean up and really add some style and pizzazz to your entertainment centers. Overall, though, if you do want to pick up any of the products, I've got links down in the descriptions where you can go to Forza Designs and pick out the exact items that you want. If you have any questions or want to know more about any of these mounts or stands or controller, anything at all, let me know down in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this product review, and we'll catch you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day, and please consider subscribing.